Derek, where are you? Please come help with Dad's funeral arrangements.
Can't do it today. Just woke up, actually.
It's already 2 p.m. Dad passed away last night, and there's so much to handle.
I'm exhausted. So yeah, count me out. You can handle your own parents' funeral by yourself, right?
Are you serious right now? I've been calling you since this morning.
Look, you're already there. Just take care of it.
Don't give me that crap. When your parents passed away, you made me help with everything, and I even took care of all their nursing care.
Well, you're the one who married into my family, so that's obviously your job. Taking care of your in-laws' nursing care and funeral arrangements is all part of your duties as a wife.
What? I spent 2 years caring for your parents. I moved in with them. I barely slept. You never let my dad move in with us, so can't you at least help out with the funeral planning?
But I'm not part of your family, so I have no obligation to help you with your dad's nursing care or funeral, so it's no problem if I skip it.
You can't be serious. Dad always treated you like his own son.
I'm tired, Olivia. Gotten really late after a night with the guys. I want to go back to bed.
Stop talking nonsense and get over here. If you drive fast, you can be here in about an hour.
Actually, I'm not even at home right now, so even if I drive fast, it'll take at least 3 hours. By then, the funeral will be long over.
Huh? But you just said you woke up. If you're not at home, where are you?
Don't worry about the details. More importantly, you'll be staying at your dad's place for the funeral, right?
Yes, I'm planning to stay here for at least this week. There's a lot to sort out and organize.
Great, that works out perfectly.
What do you mean?
Why not just stay there forever instead of just this week? That would make me happy.
What? Derek, what's going on with you? You're acting strange.
Just kidding. Good luck with the funeral.
My father just died, and you're making jokes? Derek, at least tell me when you're coming to pay respects.
Read the room. I'm not coming.
I apologize for contacting you out of the blue. Are you Tom Sanders' daughter, Olivia?
Yes, I am. Did you know my dad?
Yes, I'm Harrison, a friend from his college days. My deepest condolences for your loss. I'm sorry I couldn't attend the funeral. I actually just heard about his passing through a mutual friend.
Thank you for taking the time to reach out, but how did you get my contact information?
I got your phone number from a mutual friend. Since people are usually hesitant to answer calls from unknown numbers, I tried searching for you on social media and found your account. And I heard younger people prefer messaging over phone calls.
I see. That's very thoughtful of you.
I hope I'm not being too forward. Your father and I were very close once.
Did you and Dad stay in touch over the years?
I'm afraid not, no. But I've been thinking that I should say goodbye while I still have the chance.
Thank you for being so considerate. If you'd like, please feel free to visit when you have time. I'm sure Dad would be happy to know his old friend came to pay respects.
I'm not sure about that. His spirit might tell me to go away.
What? Did something happen between you two?
Actually, we lost touch at the high school graduation. Or rather, I was the one who started avoiding him.
Did something happen between you and Dad?
You could say that, but I always wanted to make amends. I thought once I became successful, I could apologize properly, but then this happened.
I see. But Dad never spoke badly of any of his old friends. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you.
That's kind of you to say. Would it really be alright if I came to pay my respects? I want to at least say goodbye and properly apologize to them.
Yes, please do. I'm sure Dad would have something to say too. I like to think that he's still watching over all of his friends and family.
Thank you.
Just so you know, I can only stay at the family home until the end of this week. I know it's short notice, but it would be helpful if you could come during that time.
I understand. Could I visit on a day that works best for you? Actually, there's something I need to discuss with you as well.
With me, not with Dad?
It's a very important matter, so I prefer we could talk privately.
I don't mean to be rude, but this is a bit sudden.
I realize I might be scared to meet alone with a stranger. If you prefer, my wife can join us.
In that case, should we meet at a cafe near you? After our talk, we could drop by my dad's house for you to say goodbye.
Actually, I'd rather not meet in a public place. This is about money matters.
What? Money? Don't tell me Dad borrowed money from you.
Oh, no, I'm sorry for making you suspicious. It's the opposite. I'm the one who borrowed money from your father.
What?
It was money I need to return, and it's quite a substantial amount, about $3 million.
That much? My father couldn't have had enough money to lend such a large sum. Wait, is this some kind of scam?
No, not at all. I'm sorry, I'm not explaining this well. I completely understand your suspicion, but I understand why you think this might be a scam. Let me explain properly.
You know what? Dad used to tell me something often. He'd say, if you fight with friends, be sure to make up with them quickly. You never know when you might see them again. My father was usually quiet, but that was like his motto.
You said that? Felt the exact same way I did for all these years.
I believe you, Mr. Harrison. Please come to our house and tell me everything.
Thank you. I'll visit soon and explain everything in detail.
Would tomorrow afternoon work for you?
Yes, that would be perfect. I'll bring all the necessary documentation.
Hey Derek, what's going on here? I finally come home after the funeral and all my stuff is gone.
Finally back, huh? Well, there's the divorce papers in the mailbox. Go ahead and sign them.
Divorce papers? What are you talking about? I just buried my father.
I know that. I couldn't wait any longer.
What do you mean? Please, explain what's going on.
You should be able to figure it out without me spelling it out for you. Simply put, I have a cute girlfriend and I want to marry her, so I want a divorce.
A cute girlfriend? Don't tell me you were with her during the funeral.
Hey, you figured it out. We've been drinking together the night before and ended up having a sleepover.
So that's why you wouldn't come to the funeral. You are the worst! Having an affair while your wife is going through such a difficult time. You even skipped your father-in-law's funeral to be with your mistress.
I'll apologize for missing the funeral, but I won't apologize for the affair because it's not my fault.
What did you say?
It's your fault for not paying attention to me. You quit your job because your dad needed nursing care. The past year, you spent half the week at your parents' house, and even when you came home, you never paid attention to me. Of course a wife like that would get cheated on.
Don't you dare! It was all your fault. I had to spend half the week at my dad's house. I was taking care of my dying father because I was scared to leave him on his own.
What did you say?
When I asked if we could live with Dad to take care of him, you absolutely refused. Then you told me to quit my job and spend half the week taking care of him instead. I just did what you told me to do.
That was obviously a joke. Never thought you'd actually do it. You should have known better than to quit your job.
I took care of your parents too. I moved in with them when you asked, but you wouldn't help with my father's care, and you showed no understanding when I spent most of my time with him. And now you have the nerve to cheat?
Oh, shut up already. What's done is done, right? Besides, I've already decided to marry my girlfriend. She's much more fun to be around than you.
Don't you dare act like this is okay.
I'll pay you a fortune in compensation, so just give up. I won't take any of her assets, and I'll give you $100,000 in alimony. You can't complain about that, can you?
Really? You'll give me that much? I didn't know you had that kind of money.
The compensation isn't just for me. My girlfriend will help pay you too. She's a CEO's daughter, you know. Her daddy gives her whatever allowance she asks for.
Is that so?
She's amazing, rich and young. I never thought I'd end up with someone like her. I'm so glad I had the courage to talk to her at that club.
So you were going to clubs while I was struggling with Dad's care?
A guy has needs, Olivia. I was just looking for someone to satisfy them. Now she's totally fallen for my mature charm. She's cute and the perfect younger girlfriend.
I see. You're that crazy about her. Fine. Let's get divorced then.
You're taking this better than I expected.
Just to confirm, you're really okay with me getting all the assets, and you'll give me the $100,000 compensation?
Yeah, that's fine. Like your dad left any inheritance anyway. You quit your job to take care of him. This is the least I can do for a jobless old divorcee like you.
Well, thank you for that.
So we're going for an amicable divorce then. I don't need an old worn-out wife who's exhausted from caregiving. I scored myself a young rich wife.
Well, that young rich wife is on her hands and knees begging for forgiveness with her parents right now.
What?
Anyway, I'm going to go and file our divorce papers, so you can go ahead and get married to her. Though I think that mark on her forehead from pushing her head into the ground will take a while to fade.
Huh? On her forehead?
Her parents are saying that they're going to cut ties with her, but that won't be a problem since you love her so much, right? You don't want to marry her just for her wealth, right?
What? They want to cut ties with her? Wait, what do you mean begging? Are you saying that her parents are there with you right now?
Yes, and she's groveling on the floor apologizing to me.
Oh no.
Is something wrong? My daughter and I are on our knees begging for forgiveness from my dear friend's daughter. After all, she caused so much trouble. I don't think apologizing will be even enough to make up for what she's done.
What?
Well, it's been a while, Derek. I never imagined that the young man who came to ask for my daughter's hand in marriage would turn out to be already married. I thought you were a fine gentleman despite the age gap with Emma, but I'm terribly disappointed.
No, this is a misunderstanding. Mr. Harrison, please let me explain.
Oh, what's there to misunderstand? You're still legally married to Olivia, aren't you? You're very much a married man.
Well...
And to think your wife turned out to be my dear friend's daughter. It really is a small world.
So you were friends with Olivia's father?
Yes, a very important friend. Unfortunately, I heard about his passing too late to attend the funeral. I came today to thank Olivia's kindness, just to pay my respects.
This can't be happening.
Olivia is such a lovely person, quite different from her reserved father. We got caught up talking about everything, including my daughter and her recent engagement. I ended up showing her the photos of my daughter, including ones of you.
Oh God. Please, Mr. Harrison, I can explain everything.
You can imagine my shock when I realized you were Olivia's husband.
Well...
We decided to hear both sides of the story separately, but then she immediately called to tell us her belongings were gone. There were divorce papers waiting. Well, that told me that it was no time for a calm discussion. I immediately brought my daughter here to apologize. To think you brazenly declared divorce without knowing the whole situation.
No wonder I couldn't get in touch with Emma. She was already caught by you.
Both my daughter and I got down on our knees to apologize to Olivia. How dare you announce divorce so casually without knowing the situation?
Please, let me explain. I was just playing around with her. I know I did things in the wrong order, but I truly love Emma and want to marry her.
Then by all means, do as you please. I have no interest in who my disowned daughter marries.
What? Disowned? Can't be serious.
I am. I'm cutting ties with this foolish daughter of mine. I may have spoiled her as my only child, but I never raised her to be this disgraceful. I no longer have such a daughter.
That can't be true. What about her being the company heir? Please reconsider.
That's none of your concern. I have nothing more to say to you.
No way. My chance to marry into money.
She's been sheltered and doesn't know much about the world, but she's your responsibility now.
Mr. Harrison, please wait. At least let me talk to Emma. Please, let's work things out. Don't submit the divorce papers. Let's live together as husband and wife again.
What? I already submitted the divorce papers after that. We're not married anymore.
Can't do this to me. We can withdraw them. Then let's get married again.
You have that young, cute ex-CEO's daughter, don't you? It would be cruel to dump her just because she's not rich anymore.
I'm the one who's suffering here. She's the one who dumped me.
Oh, really?
She won't even answer my calls anymore. She chose her family over me after all that talk about wanting to marry me as soon as possible.
Oh my, looks like your mature charm wasn't enough after all. But I guess it's hard to give up a wealthy family, isn't it?
Please, Olivia. I made a mistake. Please forgive me for the affair. I promise I'll never do anything like this again.
I'll never forgive you. And as you declared, I'm taking the $100,000 compensation and all our shared assets.
What? Can't be serious about that.
I asked you multiple times to confirm, and you agreed to give me everything, remember?
Wait, let's be reasonable about this. Yes, as a man of my word, I'll give you the money. But with just that, you won't be able to survive the long retirement ahead.
Oh, why not?
Think about your future. Come back to me. The compensation in our shared assets only add up to about $300,000. You'd be better off getting back together with me, letting me support you. You're unemployed now after quitting your job, and living off $300,000 would be tough.
That's okay. I have a $3 million inheritance, so I'll be fine, even without a job.
What? $3 million inheritance? What inheritance? Your father was practically broke.
If I live modestly, I should be fine, though I might pick up a part-time job just to be safe.
Hey, what's this about a $3 million inheritance? Did your dad have that much saved up? Why didn't you tell me about this before?
No, it's just money that Dad lent someone that was returned, and I inherited it. Apparently, debt claims are considered inheritance too.
Wait, so he lent someone $3 million? Who would borrow that much from him?
Actually, he only lent $30,000, but with interest, it became $3 million.
What? How does $30,000 turn into $3 million? What kind of calculation is that?
I told Mr. Harrison multiple times that it didn't make sense too, but he insisted that the $30,000 from back then was worth that much.
Wait, Emma's father borrowed from your dad? Is this some kind of joke?
They were high school classmates. Mr. Harrison was very bright and had been accepted to college, but his parents fell ill and he thought he'd have to give up on college. That's when Dad gave him the $30,000.
High school student with $30,000?
Dad had been working part-time to buy his dream motorcycle. He was planning to get a job right after graduation and buy it immediately. It happened to be $30,000, exactly what Mr. Harrison needed for college. Dad just quietly transferred the money without even discussing it.
Your dad was so cool, giving away all the money he saved up to help his friends go to college. I had known about this connection.
But it was complicated for Mr. Harrison. He felt guilty, embarrassed, and frustrated. They had an argument before graduation and lost touch. He never found the right time to pay back the tuition until now, when he finally came to repay it.
But $3 million is way too much. It's just ridiculous.
That's definitely the mindset of a business owner, isn't it?
This isn't fair. I'm losing everything while you get all this money. Can't be the only one who comes out ahead.
Excuse me? I lost my beloved father, and I lost my husband and my ability to trust people. How exactly am I coming out ahead?
Well, we could start over together.
You have no right to complain about anything. All you can do is shut up and pay what you owe. If you understand, then hurry up and transfer the money.
Please, give me some time.
later, Derek transferred $50,000 with a message saying, "This is all my savings. I'll pay the rest in installments. Please forgive me." Apparently, he had been bragging to everyone about how he was going to marry into money. So the divorce drama spread to his friends, relatives, and even his workplace. He ended up quitting his job. Eventually, he begged Mr. Harrison for help and got a job at a small subcontractor's workshop. As it turns out, the disowned former CEO's daughter was also working there on her father's orders. And now, they both work diligently from morning till night, faithfully making their monthly payments. You better explain yourself properly, Emma. How on earth did you end up running away with my fiancé?
What's with the aggressive tone? I just woke up to all these messages from you.
I've been trying to reach you all morning. Stop avoiding the question.
Huh? Didn't Mike leave a note? I told him to explain everything properly.
Oh, there was a note, all right. Just a brief, "I'm going to live with Emma, please don't look for us" kind of thing.
Yikes, that doesn't explain anything at all.
That's what I've been saying. I trusted you enough to let you help with wedding preparations, and this is what happens?
Look, I know you're upset, but you're jumping to conclusions.
I come home from work to find Mike's stuff gone and this lazy excuse for a note on the living room table. How long have you two been seeing each other?
I know that's what you're thinking, but we weren't having an affair or anything, so don't jump to conclusions.
Then why were you meeting in secret? My coworker saw you two at a cafe last week.
That was about the wedding preparations. We were looking at venues.
How can you say you weren't having an affair? Then why run away together?
Because Mike suddenly proposed to me yesterday. He even got me this ultra-luxury brand engagement ring. When someone begs that desperately, how can you say no?
Excuse me?
I looked it up, and this ring costs like $20,000. When a guy puts that much money into a proposal, I'm not going to turn him down.
Are you even hearing yourself? That's my fiancé you're talking about.
Ex-fiancé now. And honestly, you should be thanking me.
Thanking you? For what exactly?
For revealing his true nature before you married him. If he could fall for me this easily, he wasn't right for you anyway.
What's going on? Why would he propose to you when you weren't even dating? And such an expensive ring. He never got anything like that for me.
Wait, you never got an engagement ring?
Mike was always broke. He was trying to make it as a comedian and only had part-time jobs for living expenses. Actually, I was the one always helping him out with money. There's no way he could afford an engagement ring.
Oh, wow. You didn't even know about it from him? This is almost too sad to be funny.
Know about what? Stop playing games, Emma.
I can't believe he kept this from you, of all people.
What? What don't I know about?
So apparently, Mike inherited a bunch of money from his late father, and we're talking serious cash here.
What did you say?
You knew his dad passed away last year, right? I mean, you even helped with the funeral arrangements.
Of course, I remember. I took time off work to help him through it all.
Then you must have known about the inheritance, right?
I was helping because Mike said he couldn't handle it alone, but he told me there was no inheritance. He said what little there was went entirely to funeral expenses.
Oh my god, he lied about that? He inherited $1 million! What a terrible guy.
$1 million? He really inherited that much?
That's why he could afford such a fancy engagement ring for me. He's funny since he's trying to be a comedian. And with that kind of money, I figured, why not marry him? So I decided to say yes.
So you're saying you only agreed because of the money?
Don't act so high and mighty. You supported him when he was broke, but I'm being practical here.
And that's why you ran away? I can't believe this.
Besides, I was thinking about changing jobs anyway, so now I'll just become his wife and turn to becoming a housewife. I would have preferred to get married properly in our hometown. But since he was your fiance, that would be awkward. With all our friends knowing about you two and everything. So we decided to run away together.
This is insane. I was supposed to marry Mike.
Look, what's done is done. You'll find someone else.
Someone else? After 7 years together?
7 years is nothing if it wasn't meant to be. Besides, you were always the smart one. You'll be fine.
Don't act like you're doing me a favor.
Well, take care, sis.
Emma, don't you dare ignore me.
Sorry, Mike's calling. Gotta go.
Answer your phone already. Emma told me most of it, but I want to hear an explanation from you directly.
Sarah, please. I know you're angry.
7 years together, Mike. 7 years.
I know. I messed up.
Explain yourself. Why did you do this?
Okay, I'll explain, but promise you won't get mad.
Don't act like a child. I want to know why you proposed to Emma, but what really makes me angry is that you hid the inheritance from me and then used it to buy her an engagement ring.
I get it. You deserve an explanation.
Remember all those times I covered your rent when I helped you practice your comedy routines until 3 a.m.?
I wasn't trying to be mean by hiding it. At the time, I thought it through and decided I wanted to keep it from you specifically.
What? That makes no sense.
Look, I was worried.
Worried about what? That I take your money after I supported you for years?
You know how they say money changes people? I never imagined I'd inherit $1 million. So even though you were my girlfriend, I thought I should keep quiet about it for a while.
You were the one who changed the most because of money. We were engaged, but somehow you ended up proposing to Emma, and with such an expensive ring that you never gave me.
No, you've got it wrong. I was actually planning to use it for you at first.
What?
I wasn't making it as a comedian, and I was always causing you trouble with living expenses, so I wanted to at least use the inheritance to give you a fancy wedding. But you know me, I'm not good with that kind of stuff, so I asked Emma to help me, picking out venues, recommending wedding dresses.
You were doing all that? So when exactly did it turn from planning our wedding to running away with my sister?
Yeah, and then Emma and I started texting more, meeting up more often, and before I knew it, I fell for her.
Just like that? You threw away 7 years, just like that?
It wasn't just like that. I struggled with these feelings.
How does that even happen? You loved me. You were going to marry me. How do you suddenly fall for Emma?
What can I say? Emma is like 100 times cuter than you. With that beauty and charm, anyone would fall for her just by being around her.
Are you serious right now?
I mean, you've always known Emma was the pretty one.
Excuse me?
Look, I tried to suppress my feelings at first, but when we were checking out wedding venues, the staff had Emma try on a wedding dress. You should have seen how adorable she looked. It felt like my heart was going to explode.
So while I was working overtime to support your comedy career, you were falling in love with my sister in wedding dresses?
It wasn't planned, it just happened.
I get it. You're head over heels for Emma. She's always been the pretty one. Everyone in the neighborhood knew that. But is she so important that you throw away our years together?
You don't understand how hard this has been for me, too.
Hard for you? Really?
I'm really grateful to you, Sarah. You supported me through 7 years of my struggling comedy career. But I'm sorry, I genuinely fell in love with Emma.
I can't believe this.
The more I told myself it was wrong, the more I couldn't stop these feelings. But I guess that's what love is, right?
Love? You're talking about love after betraying me like this?
I know it sounds crazy.
I see. So you're really running away with Emma.
Yeah, I'm giving up my comedy dreams and everything to run away with her. I'll use the inheritance to make her happy. So take care. Forget about me and find your own happiness.
Giving up comedy? The dream I supported for 7 years?
Emma thinks I should get a real job now.
Of course she does. She's only interested in your inheritance.
That's not true. She believes in me.
Just not in your comedy career, apparently.
I need to go. Emma's waiting.
She always gets what she wants, doesn't she?
Sarah, I really am sorry.
Save it. I hope the inheritance was worth it.
Hey, Sarah, it's been a while. How have you been?
Huh.
Come on, don't ignore your sister.
What's with the sudden contact? I haven't heard from you since that day.
You remember how things ended?
How could I forget?
Well, what did you expect? You were so persistent about taking responsibility and paying compensation. That's why I had to block you.
You were the one who ran away with my fiancé, and somehow I'm the bad guy?
Ancient history. We're sisters. We should move past this.
So, what's your reason for unblocking me now? Did you finally save up enough to pay that compensation after 2 years?
Like I would ever do that. Actually, we're pretty much broke now. We've used up almost all of Mike's inheritance.
What? You went through $1 million in just 2 years?
Money disappears surprisingly fast. We promised we'd have an expensive wedding but live modestly afterward. But then Mike said he wanted at least a nice car. And if he was getting that, I wanted luxury brand bags too. Before we knew it, it was all gone.
What a wasteful way to spend it.
Look who's talking. You blew through your money right after getting it too.
What?
Word got around that you hit the jackpot in the lottery. $3 million, not just $1 million.
How did you hear about that? I barely told anyone.
News like that just spreads, you know? And apparently, you used it to move into a luxury high-rise. When you spend money like that, people are bound to talk.
So, you heard about that too?
Living the high life while your poor sister struggles.
Don't even start.
So, can I come visit, Sarah? It would be great if you could let us stay over.
Excuse me?
Don't be so stingy. Your high-rise must have plenty of space.
Why would you need to stay over?
Actually, we're about to get evicted from our apartment for not paying rent. We could move to a cheaper place, but the walls are so thin, and I'm worried about complaints when the baby cries. That's why I want to move into your spacious high-rise.
Hold on, did you just say baby?
Yeah, she was just born this month.
What? I had no idea you even had a child.
Well, if you hadn't blocked me on social media.
Don't try to guilt trip me.
She's a beautiful baby girl who looks just like Mike and me. You want to meet your cute niece, right? So it's okay if we come over?
What?
Come on, you can't say no to your baby niece.
You can't just invite yourself to live with me.
Please, Sarah, let us live with you for your cute niece's sake. I've heard environment is really important for raising kids, and a neighborhood with luxury high-rises must have good security and be safe. She'll surely grow up to be refined, smart, and wonderful with such good influences.
No matter how good the influences are, when the parents are a couple who ran away together, I don't think it matters much.
That's so mean. We're still family.
Family? Now you remember we're family?
Don't be so mean. Look, a lot has happened, but you seem happy now that you've won the lottery. Let's just put everything from 2 years ago behind us.
You always just decide things on your own momentum.
You should be used to having a sister like me by now. It's so amazing that you won the lottery and moved into a luxury high-rise. We'll come visit with the baby this weekend, okay?
That's fine, but it's overseas.
Huh?
Come if you can. Looking at Australia's peaceful scenery has helped calm my anger towards you two, even though I haven't completely forgiven you. I might even be willing to meet my niece once.
What? Australia? What do you mean? Sarah, you moved to a high-rise overseas?
Surprised? I guess that detail wasn't included in the rumors.
No way. This has to be a joke.
Why would I joke about this?
I only heard about you winning the lottery and moving to a high-rise. Nobody told me you were overseas. No one mentioned anything about that.
Of course they didn't. I haven't told anyone I'm here.
But what about your job? Your life here?
My company was planning to open a branch here, and I asked to be part of the founding team.
Since when were you so interested in working abroad? I knew you were always the smart one, unlike me, but working overseas?
People change, Emma. Sometimes because they want to, sometimes because they have to.
What's that supposed to mean?
To be honest, I never planned to work abroad, but after breaking up with Mike, every day was painful. After dating for 7 years, there were memories everywhere I went. So, I decided I might as well leave the country altogether.
You went abroad just because of that?
Not just because of that. I needed a fresh start.
But your whole life was here!
Well, I happened to win the lottery at just the right time. I bought the ticket the day you two ran away. I was drinking heavily that day and bought it on impulse. Then, luck struck. Talk about fate, right? So I decided to take the plunge and head to Australia.
No way!
Funny how things work out, isn't it?
But you can't just leave everything behind like that!
Like you did when you ran away with Mike.
That was different.
It was supposed to be just for a year, but work here has been going really well. So I went ahead and bought an apartment in the high-rise. With $3 million, you can just about afford one apartment in a beachfront tower.
What? You bought it instead of renting? So you're planning to live in Australia forever?
Maybe. The view is beautiful.
But what about family? What about us?
That depends on my visa situation. I'm discussing it with the company. Worst case, I can sell it or rent it out. It'll make a nice retirement fund.
Amazing. I don't really understand everything, but it's just amazing. Meanwhile, our million has completely vanished.
Funny how money management skills differ between people, isn't it?
This isn't fair! You're living in luxury while we're struggling!
So, when are you planning to come? I'm busy with work, so I can't pick you up if you just show up suddenly. And even if I give you the address, you probably wouldn't make it here from the airport.
That's not even the main problem. We obviously don't have money to go abroad right now. So hurry up and buy tickets for me, Mike, and the baby.
Excuse me? There's no way I'm paying for that. From the sound of it, you probably don't even have money for passports. Guess you'll never make it here then.
Why won't you help pay? Just a little bit wouldn't hurt, right?
What? You stole my fiancé and never paid any compensation. Why should I give you money? That makes no sense at all.
Well...
Your innocent baby isn't at fault, so I thought I might meet her. My motto these days is keep your heart open, but your wallet closed.
Then what are we supposed to do? We're about to get kicked out of our apartment. We can't go back to our parents. And now my Sarah, who I was counting on, is overseas.
That's not my problem. Talk it over with your husband and figure something out. Since you can't come here, I'm ending this conversation.
Sarah, you're amazing! Living overseas is so cool!
What do you want, Mike?
Can't I just compliment my ex?
Thanks for the compliment. You're done.
Getting your fiancé stolen by your sister, winning the lottery, moving abroad? Talk about a roller coaster life! You've had a more entertaining life than me, and I'm the comedian!
I can't beat you, though. Making moves on your fiancé's sister, blowing through your inheritance in no time. Now that's what I call comedian-level chaos.
You think so? That kinda makes me happy.
Sorry, I forgot you quit being a comedian. I heard you got a regular job after running away.
Actually, that didn't last long. Turns out comedy is what I'm meant for after all. I've been trying to make it as a comedian in our new location.
Let me guess, it's not going well.
How did you know?
7 years of experience.
Yeah, this time I might be done for good. I got lucky and joined an agency, but I just got fired.
What?
I haven't told Emma yet, but the truth is we ran out of Dad's inheritance a while ago, and I've been borrowing money from the agency to get by, but they said they can't cover for me anymore.
Just how much do you owe them?
$80,000. After living the high life with the inheritance, I couldn't stop myself from borrowing more and more.
You're kidding, right? You just had a baby and you're telling me you have that much debt? How are you going to survive?
That's why I need your help, Sarah. You always understood me better than anyone.
Don't even try it.
You know how hard comedy is. Sometimes you need to take risks. That's why I've been thinking hard about it. I'm going to flee overseas, and I need your help.
What?
I mean, you did it. You started a new life in Australia.
I moved legally for work. That's completely different.
I don't have money to pay back the debt. This is my only option. It must be fate that you're in Australia. I'll scrape together enough money to get there. Please help hide me.
Are you serious right now?
You still care about me, right? We were together for 7 years.
What are you going to do coming here alone? Are you planning to dump the baby on Emma?
Babies are fine as long as they have their mother, right? Besides, wouldn't you be happy to have me back? Living abroad must be tough, and if I'm there, I can make you laugh every day.
Make me laugh? Like you did when you ran away with my sister?
That was different. I was confused then, but now I see clearly. We were good together, weren't we?
I'm so shocked, I'm speechless. By the way, I just took screenshots of this conversation and sent them to Emma.
What?
She's going to be incredibly angry when she finds out her husband, who convinced her to run away, is now trying to abandon her. Keep your marital fight to one day for the baby's sake.
You can't be serious. You didn't really send those?
Check your messages from Emma.
You're kidding! What have you done? Emma's calling me right now!
Good luck with that talk.
Sarah, please delete those screenshots!
Goodbye, Mike. Try being a responsible father for once.
I can't believe Mike would do this. He had debt and never told me, and he was planning to abandon me and the baby to run away by himself?
Now you know how it feels to be betrayed.
This is different. We have a baby.
Did you manage to talk things through and make up?
How could we make up after this? And then we found out something even more horrible.
What? What could be worse than $80,000 in debt?
He made me a co-signer for the debt without my knowledge. He forged my signature.
What? You're a co-signer for his debt? I'm pretty sure that means you can't escape it even with divorce.
I looked into it. You're right. I'm trapped.
When did he forge your signature?
He says he doesn't even remember. He was just signing papers left and right when things got bad.
Have you talked to a lawyer?
We can't afford one. We can barely afford diapers.
This is serious. You'll have to work together as a couple to pay it back. You have a child now. It's time to get serious.
Stop lecturing me! This isn't my fault!
Really? Who ran away with a man she barely knew because he had inheritance money?
There's only so much we can do! Mike was trying to be a comedian, so he has no real work history and can't find a proper full-time job. And I only have 1 month of work experience before I quit. With a baby, I can only find low-paying part-time work.
It'll be fine. First, get the baby into daycare right away. Then, both of you need to work from morning till night.
Easy for you to say from your fancy apartment in Australia.
At least I worked for what I have.
You just got lucky with the lottery.
And you got lucky with an inheritance. Look how differently we handled it.
I don't want to do that. Come on, Sarah, help us out. I heard salaries are really high overseas right now because of the exchange rate. If you're earning that much, you could spare some money to help us.
After everything you've done, you still expect my help?
We're still sisters, and you have a niece now.
I told you before, I don't have money to give to people who never even paid me compensation. I'm tired of dealing with you two, so I'm blocking you.
Wait, why?
You had me blocked until recently too, remember? It's the same thing.
But this is different. We need you.
No, you need my money. There's a difference.
The baby needs her aunt.
The baby needs responsible parents.
But
goodbye. Try to become adults your child won't be ashamed of.
Sarah, don't you dare block me.
Good luck with the debt. Maybe try buying lottery tickets. It worked for me. I immediately blocked my sister and her husband. After deleting their contact information, peace and quiet finally returned to my life. According to rumors, the couple managed to get their child into daycare. And now they're both working temp jobs and part-time positions from early morning until the last possible moment before daycare pickup. After putting the baby to bed, Mike goes to his night shift job. While they're slowly paying back their debt, they've also started buying lottery tickets, hoping to hit the jackpot like me. However, so far, they've only won about $3 in total, which leads to arguments like, "This is because of your bad karma. Look who's talking," and so on.